Hello friends, Jay Todd out here on the north end of the strip in front of Sahara, and here's what's happening this week in gambling.
Hello friends, and welcome to This Week in Gambling. And as September begins, I have to ask you, are you ready for some football? And more importantly, are you ready for some football betting? In 2017, there was one state where you could legally bet on NFL football games. One. Now there are 38 of them. In fact, there's so many states regulating sports betting that it's easier to list the states that don't regulate sports betting than it is the states that do. Now, if you live in one of these 12 states with no regulated sports betting, sorry about your luck, but you're probably going to have to travel in order to place a legal sports bet. However, if you live in one of the 38 states that does allow betting on NFL games, then this can be a very exciting time of year. Unless, of course, you're kind of new to this whole sports betting thing, then where do you start? Well, if you're not familiar with terms like money line, over-under, props, or parlay, you might want to take a few hours to do some research. It's simple. Just go online and learn all you can about sports betting terminology and the types of bets. Once you feel comfortable enough to walk into a sports book in a casino or log into a sports book online, then you're ready to jump into the action. And when you do, here are a few things to keep in mind. First, I have to say it, but always play within your means. Set a budget and stick with it. Also, pay attention to where games are being played and the weather conditions. Study those matchups, check the injury reports, and be ready for some volatility, especially if you're betting on divisional games. Now, all of this may seem a bit overwhelming and intimidating if you've never made a bet on an NFL game before. But to seasoned sports bettors, they're practically remedial. Don't worry, new guys, you'll get there. And while you're waiting, if your state offers online sports betting, here are some tips to make your experience even better. First, look for live betting. And while not everyone is a fan of prop bets, they are enjoyed by many players, so look for sites that offer them. Remember, not all betting lines are the same, so shop around. And don't forget about sign-up bonuses and bonus bets. Those are advantages online sportsbooks usually have over the land-based books. However, if your plans do include a visit to Las Vegas to do some sports betting, our friends at Casino City just released their top 10 list of sportsbooks in the city based on their level of service, food, aesthetics, and overall experience, beginning with the Palms, Strat, and Bellagio, as well as the Cromwell and South Point, all with very strong showings. Now, if you want to see the top 5 sportsbooks in Las Vegas and why they're ranked where they are, just follow the links in this video's description to online.casinocity.com. And finally this week, just because it's football season doesn't mean we've forgotten about our slot players out there. And Aristocrat Gaming has just released a brand new series of slot machines based on the National Football League and featuring all 32 teams. Game titles include Super Bowl jackpots and overtime cash, and all come with a $1 million progressive jackpot. These games are rolling out across Arizona, California, Connecticut, Florida, Massachusetts, Nevada, Oklahoma, and Oregon right now, and they should be on casino floors shortly. And I really shouldn't have to say this, but if you do end up playing one of these new NFL slot machines, whatever you do, don't pick the Cleveland Browns. Your odds of winning go way down.
Penny?